Alright guys, I'm just getting ready to leave here for the day, and I want to leave a few more thoughts. So I've got a few things to pick up, and I had to do some morning stuff, but I am headed out. So how do you change your life, ladies? How do you do this? So I mean, I've got class tonight, I've got class tomorrow night, I've got a lot of good things going on in my life, and as you get through the stuff in your life, the stuff you went through. My abortion was 16, closer to 17. So I was close to an adult. I could have, I was not too young to date, too young to know about some guys, but I was not too young to have a child, okay? So as I think about the details of my life, it's important to like time chart what had happened and try to get in there even more. So as you get rid of these layers of like what happened, you have room to get into stuff more. So uh, I was 17 dating, I was 16 and 17 dating Mike. I only dated him a short time. And then by the time it was June of, I believe, 88. Yes, I was dating my husband. So I was now 17 and a half, going on 18. So I dated my husband when I was 18 and 19, and I was married by 20. So it was only like that very short time where my husband broke up with me that I was just dating other guys. I mean, in a very short time. I had decided not to finish college. So I was 19 when I was done college, and then we had moved out in August. So it was like from August I was dating other guys to like December before we got back together. But my husband really hurt me because we had already lived together, and I definitely thought that was it. We were going to stay together. And so in a very short time, I was working at the in the state agricultural department. Was dating, I was dating, like I said, I was dating this other guy, Don, from the pizza place I worked at. I had already dated another guy with a one night stand. And then I had a girlfriend that had a boyfriend, and he was interested in me. So, I mean, that's like such a short time, guys, from like August to December, boom, boom, boom. And that is not the way to deal with hurt. And I think there was another guy interested in me, two other guys, and it was just a very short time. So I did not date them per se. Well, I did go out with one guy just once, just to a restaurant. He took me to a Japanese restaurant, but I didn't date the detective, and I knew I was still in love with my husband. So, and then I was married. By 20, I was married. So, even though this sounds like it went on for years, it was a very short time from, I would say, closer to 17 to 19. Well, to 20, 17, 8, yeah. So it was like 3 years of my young adult life that just things were going totally out of control because of that abortion. So, luckily for me, my husband had married me, and he had stuck things out with me, and we worked it out. And, so luckily for me, I had 33 years of just becoming a Christian. God saved me, and my whole life changed once he saved me. So God says that once you are saved, you are a whole new creature. He has died for you, and you're totally new. So this is why I am so committed to Christ, because of what he took me out of. If I would have continued down that road, who knows where I would have been. I mean, I probably would have been dead. Honestly, I probably would have. I probably would have been out on the streets doing stuff. I don't know where I would have been if he did not save me, because it was it was God saving me that even saved my marriage, because I had the first year I had left, and then I got saved right after. So it was God who totally changed everything, and I just want to give God glory for how he can change your life. And I mean, he allowed me and my husband to stick together for 33 years. So God is really good, guys. And even though my husband isn't being very, my ex-husband didn't even really have a conversation and divorced me after 33 years. I was talking to someone else who's like, yeah, that's your best friend. I mean, that is your best friend who literally, he's not just your husband or your spouse, but your best friend who put you through this. So, God is still good, guys. He's still good. Don't blame bad stuff that happens on God. So just to finish this up, I just wanted to put into perspective, how old I was, and just, I think because there was a lot of good in my life, I think because there was, I had the good grades, I had good friends, I graduated early. I think because there was so much success already in my life that I was able within, those few short years of, like 19 to 20, those few awful, not even a year, just like those few awful months when he broke up with me in August till like December. We saw each other. Was that that was at the Christmas party at the old mill. I was able to get back up. I was able to get back up, and it, even the first year. So that's only like, that was less than 2 years of a really hard time. So, I mean, I talk about that in detail, and it sounds like it was a lot longer it was going on, but it was just a very short time. So, and not to mention the stuff that happened after the abortion too, where somebody said, did you ever get in a fight in your life, Melissa? Well, my father, not only did I get pushed once, because I said something about Michael Jackson, and my girlfriend was in love with Michael Jackson, and she had pushed me, but I was thinking, there was the time with my father, he actually really just like gave me a beating, and I was thinking of how that boundary went down too. And so, when you're that low in life, guys, and that's really what it was, when you have a lot going on and your parents are mistreating you and treating you like crap, because you got pregnant, and you're just living your life as a teenager trying to figure things out, it can really put you down. So, in order to turn your life around, you have got to get to what I did, a whole new system. So I had gotten married, and then, the whole thing that changed for me was community and becoming a Christian. So you want to turn your life around when hard things happen, and just, get different systems in your life to help you with whatever you were dealing with. So I wasn't just dealing with the abortion. I was also dealing with family mistreating me, big time. So that's when you have to, later on my father disowned me. I was talking to somebody about that. And this person had said, isn't it awful when someone tries to take something away from you that doesn't even belong to them to take away? And I thought, very true. I have had family try to take my faith away and to try to, do very destructive things to me. So, it's bad enough if you're self-destructive and you don't believe in Christ, but when you have something given to you from God and then other people try to take it, it's important to fight for that and hold on to it. So, just a small, short time that I really went the wrong way, not knowing how to deal with hurt, not knowing how to, deal with the hurt of abortion, and then a hurt of a boyfriend, breaking up with you. And looking back, I mean, I could have definitely have moved on with somebody else, and I could have married someone else. And because I was a nice girl, and tried to work it out. I usually try to work things out with people. So I worked it out with him, and then he chose to do this. So, he would have to make some major changes if he ever wanted to work things out again, because he has been very destructive toward me. So you got to put those boundaries there. You got to be around people who are going to treat you much better, guys.